All right, so we now move on to our shoulder reset. I turned on more lights. Hopefully it feels a little more glowy to reset your shoulders. So you're going to take your TheraBand and hold it in half. Hold it at the top. Measure to your elbow. And then tie your knot off. And you've created a beautiful band just for you. The wrists are going to go through the band. And I highly recommend having that knot on the outside of the wrist, just so you don't have the band ends flinging in your face as we get into the exercise. You can do this exercise on the floor without a half roller, but you certainly can do it with a half roller, a full roller, or even standing up against the wall. All of the same connecting points apply. So back of the skull, back of the ribs, sacrum are all going to be connected onto my half roller, or if I'm standing up against the wall. So you'll still be able to feel the shoulder movement and all of that good stuff, but the wall can be a little more functional depending on what's going on with your shoulders. So you can play around with it. The cues remain the same. So I'm going to hop on my half roller here and loop my wrists in. And then just taking a minute here, I'm going to orient my pelvis, take a little rock front to back, see if I can find something mostly neutral, and then broad through my collarbone, weighted skull, and being careful that the ribs aren't doing this, but reaching down. And then just finding a little protraction and retraction, exploring that full range of motion of my shoulders. So as I reach forward, I'm careful not to elevate up here, but to find that width and wrap of the scapula. And then as the arm bones pull back, I'm going to squeeze my scapula up against the roller, again, without popping the ribs. And just 2 more times like that. Last one. I'm going to squeeze. I'm going to hold my squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm just going to release the squeeze of my scap, but keep my arm bone drop back. And inhale. Exhale, press out into the band at like a 2 or a 3, not a 10. And release. If you notice when you pressed out that you lifted up, think about pulling back and then widen and release. Pull back and widen and release. Watch the elbows, make sure they're not bending. Open and release and open. Hold for 10, 9, keep working through straight elbow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring it back up. Check in with the skull, the ribs, the sacrum. Let those arm bones drop back in the socket, and then externally rotate the hands so they face the back wall. And again, we're just going to press out a little and release. Remember not to elevate, but just to widen. And watch the ribs. 2. Last time, 1, and hold. Big breath in, big breath out. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Big breath in. Big breath out. This is hard. All right, lift the arms back up. Again, dropping back into the socket. Externally rotate those hands and take those arms towards overhead. Drop the tops of the shoulders down. Lengthen from the under armpit. Bend the elbows. Straighten the elbows. 2, 3, 4, ribs. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale, exhale, hold, breathe, drop the shoulders, and Lego Mago. Whew. I haven't done those in a real long time, so now you know. All right, next we're going to move on to head.